everyone, and welcome back to my channel. It's your host, Arlette, and we are here today with the Season 2 reunion. Make some noise, y'all! Yes, we made it through another 10 episodes. So that was episode 11 through 20, okay? And y'all all were a big part of it, so big up yourself, okay? Y'all did great. So obviously, before we start getting into all these juicy topics, I know y'all are ready. Look, Chanel said, oh yeah, girl, yes. So before we get into all these juicy topics, great discussions, whatever we're gonna get into, I do wanna go ahead and bring out my amazing husband, the producer of this show, our very own BM.
Welcome to Pop the Balloon or Find Love with Arlette Amuli, Season 2 reunion. Yes. That is 20 consistent episodes. It's a big achievement, so we're here now. I know. Now, first thing first, I want to thank our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, for blessing us with everything that we have. Amen. I will not be shy about praising his name. He is the way of life. Next, I want to thank, obviously, my wife. Wonderful, wonderful host. She's been absolutely amazing. She's just, every single episode, she's shining. She does a fantastic job at everything that she does. So I want to give a big round of applause for her once again. I also want to thank all of our supporters, everyone that supports us, everyone that comes on the show to try to find love, everyone that watches us and shares our videos. We thank you. We only focus on people who support us. Amen. Mm-hmm. Next up, I also want to say that we do have a podcast out right now. Head over to my channel where you can watch exclusive interviews. I will be putting out some exclusive behind the scenes footages as well. So make sure you're logged onto both channels. Both of these channels will be working together. So make sure you are subscribed to both channels so that you do not miss out on any content. Mm-hmm. Remember that. If you don't want to miss out on any content, make sure you subscribe to both channels. Now, I think it's time to get into it. Who's ready for Season 2 reunion?
All right, so to go ahead and kick off this reunion, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the amazing moments that happened.
My name is James with James Gourmet Pies.
You kind of look like Coming to America right now.
I do have a rotation, but it's
I see you used to dealing with peasants, so you don't know when you see a king.
Why did you end up popping your balloon?
Honestly, it's because he's the police.
Your first one is given. Your second one, the mistake is on you.
You look like something that I might go, out back and take myself up top to. So I didn't know.
What does that mean?
You look like a porn star or something like that.
What makes you wake up every day and want to do what you do?
My cat.
You who?
My cat. That is who makes me happy.
I think Glorilla's beautiful.
I'm dark skinned. I think more like Kelly Rowland, but I appreciate the compliment.
That's fine as well.
Gracias.
Gracias. Okay, so that was, like we saw, it was a great season. Thank you all, first of all, for coming on, and thank you all for being here today as well. To go ahead and kick it off, as we saw in episode 12, there was someone who was just the king of marketing. Okay, I think we all kind of know who we're talking about over here. Every time we got to him, we were like, man, he's about to put himself on. So just to kind of go ahead and take a recap, let's go ahead and see what this man's journey was like on his episode.
My name is James with James Gourmet Pies. James with James Gourmet Pies. I'm James with James Gourmet Pies, 37.
Okay, let's go on over here. If we can have your name and age.
My name is James Gourmet Pies. Facebook, Instagram, check me out. James Gourmet Pies, 37. James Gourmet Pies, 37. James Gourmet Pies, 37.
Okay, so James.
Yes,
every
ma'am.
single time I said, man, what's your name and age? What's your name and age? You always got to throw in James Gourmet Pies.
Got to. Got to. And let me tell you why, right? Uh-huh. If you have a dream or a goal, I think that you should always put yourself out there. Okay. Even the Bible says, right, like, if I give you a talent and you waste it, go to hell. You know what I mean? So I feel like I'm the best at what I do, and that's how I introduce myself. I don't care who I'm talking to. You know what I mean? I feel like everybody need to have a 30-second commercial.
Okay. So speaking on that, so did you come on the show like trying to find a match, or you're like, you know what, I'm gonna come on there and just put my business out there? Was that the goal?
Definitely. I was really looking for something serious.
Okay.
You know, and
I was like,
everybody,
where are we going with this? Tell us something.
in the comment section, they've been coming at my top. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's just here for promotion. And that was not it. I would say the very first contestant, Driva, she was one that I would have taken like very serious. You know what I mean? Like, I was feeling her. If you go and watch the whole thing all over again, like, that was one that I was like, you know, this could be serious. You know what I mean? But then she was like, well, I don't like dudes with kids or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, everybody was amazing. Everybody was beautiful. But I'm saying, like, for me to be serious, that she would have been the one.
Should have been the one.
Yeah.
Okay. So as far as like everyone else, when you watched that episode, what did you guys think of James? Like, what did you guys believe that he was there for love, or you guys feel like he was there just to market himself?
Both.
I feel like I needed to taste one of his pies expeditiously.
That's what I wanted to do. I was just like, I want to try these pies.
Okay.
So even though the intent was not for him to advertise, it definitely was.
He made it ring a bell.
Yeah.
So I have a question for James. So James, I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. If I want a pie, do you ship your pies?
I ship them nationwide, but you know, I just want people to know that you can rub your stomach and tap your head at the same time. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Well, James, you know the shipping was like $50, right? So
I'm working on that.
Okay.
Stay tuned. I promise. Stay tuned. It's going to be cheaper than that. Right now, it is a little expensive. I don't make nothing off shipping, but you know, I was definitely here to find something real, and it just didn't work out in my favor.
Okay, good.
So
good.
James, are you willing to go on again in the reverse position? Pause. No Diddy.
We're gonna have to have that conversation. We can have that conversation. You know what I mean? Word.
I gotta say real quick for James pies, those pies is fire.
Hey,
They are.
Really good. Those pies are really
Melt in
good.
your mouth.
We got some samples. James brought us some samples. Okay, they were pretty tasty.
Tastes like your granny made them.
Okay, so James, you actually brought up Driva, who was on your episode. Driva, when you came out, unfortunately, you didn't find a match either. And one of the main reasons that people ended up hopping on you was something kind of a little silly when we look back at it. But I mean, I guess at the time it was a big deal. But let's go ahead and see what it was that everyone ended up popping on.
Hi, I'm Driva.
Driva, okay, how old are you?
I'm above 30.
Okay. Is he someone that's your type?
Yeah, I think so. Okay. How old did you say you were?
33.
33? Okay, yeah. How old did you say you were?
36.
36?
How old are you?
Above 30.
Above 30?
Mm-hmm.
You're not confident in it?
I'm waiting for my husband to have a kid.
Okay.
Because I didn't tell my age, y'all.
Yeah.
Look, Braylon already ready to interject. Yeah,
You playing
yeah.
games. What you playing for?
Okay, so Driva, it seemed like you focused a lot on the men's age, but then when it came to you, you were like above 30, like you didn't want to disclose yours at all. You kind of explained it a little bit, but do you want to kind of get into it?
You know what, y'all? I'm so sorry. If I could go back, I would just go ahead and tell the age. I didn't know that it was going to be a big thing. My bad. Like, if I could go back in time, y'all, I would just say my age because I didn't know it was going to be a big thing like that.
So how old are you?
35, y'all. 35. Internet, I am 35.
Lord. You can't come on a show like this disclosing information. Do you got kids? Maybe. Like,
I didn't
what?
say that.
I know,
I didn't
I'm just
say.
saying. Just,
Yeah.
35. Thank you. Thank you.
Big love.
Thank you. If I ever do anything like this again, I will just disclose it all.
Because you mentioned on the show is because of like brand deals or something along those lines. Like,
Yeah.
So the brands wouldn't have taken you if you were a certain age, or what is it?
So I want to get into acting also, and I really kind of y'all know how like Carly Red, like if you look her up, you can't find her age. People like are like guessing about stuff like that, and certain celebrities lie about their age. Like I heard Beyonce isn't really the age that's on Google. I'm just saying. So
I'm a beehive.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I was
Beyonce.
just about to say, yo,
don't attack me. Don't
She
attack me. Don't
42.
attack me. Don't attack me.
Hey, that's my girl.
Don't
That's the
attack me. Don't attack
queen.
me.
You
But
can't-
like, I just really didn't want it all the way out there. But hell, it's hell. The internet bullied me. 35.
You're still
Damn.
young. I mean,
Damn.
you're still young.
But yeah.
And I'll say for me, like, I didn't care what age you were. You know what I mean? Like, you could have been 55. You wearing it well. Like,
nigga
you know what
Jay,
I
I
mean?
like that. That's the
Word.
sauce right there.
Word. So I'm
James trying to get his balloon unpopped real quick.
Somebody bring me another balloon.
So I have a question.
Go ahead, Braylon.
So now, what's your name again? I'm sorry.
Driva.
Driva. Now that you done tasted James' pies. Yeah.
Well, I want to give it a try. Yeah, we can do that, James. We can link tomorrow. Yeah, what she said?
She said her and James could link tomorrow.
So
Come on now.
Brian, we can link tomorrow too. No,
Somebody bring me a toothpick for my individual balloon now. She's talking about later down.
But Driva, I want to talk about something. I wanted you to stand on your age, right? Because it really doesn't matter how old you are. We don't care about that, right? But that's something important for a man to know when we dating and we're asking these particular questions. So it doesn't really matter if you're 35. You could be 45. If we want to get at you, we're going to get at you.
No
And
question.
you look good. Period.
Thank you.
See? But you already took it back. You said when I come back, I'm going to say my age.
Stand on that age.
Yes.
Stand on that age.
That's quote of the night. Stand on that age.
Okay, all right. Well, our next person we're going to talk about also got a lot of comments. You know, a lot of people were saying like, oh, this girl has no self-confidence. You know, she keeps popping on assumptions, this, that, and the third. Let's take a look at who that could have possibly been.
I didn't mean to pop it, but
Oh, you didn't mean to pop it.
no, I have arthritis. Like my hands are bad, and like it accidentally, literally, just popped. But I feel like you probably want a girl that's more like clean.
Why you
cut.
assuming that? Why you assuming?
And I'm just more edgier. I already know you're not gonna like it, but my last relationship was New Year's, January. So that's just
So you popped because you assumed that I wasn't gonna like it?
yeah, because it's so recent, and the other women, you know, it's been a couple years, and
Nah, that
you
ain't
know,
no
you know
reason.
the healing process. I'm not the best cook,
Okay.
and I dated a real estate agent before, and it just kind of clashed because I work more in entertainment music industry.
Okay, Zola. So after looking back, you know, at your time on Pop the Balloon, I don't know if you were able to see any of the comments, but a lot of like the viewers were like, why did she come on the show if, you know, all she was going to do is pop on people based off of her own assumptions? You know, no one ever said this, but she was popping on them. Like, were you able to like see that when you went back and watched it, or what were your thoughts on that?
I got thousands of messages, emails. I mean, positive and negative. I just try to focus on the light and positive side of things, you know, and it was so much like comments on everything, not just that, the insecurity, like just me like being a stripper and maybe not. Sometimes I like regret saying that I was a stripper, because it's just like I know what comes with it. So people just think like, oh, you're a stripper part-time, so how are you looking for love? How are you like even a woman of God? Like, it's just like all these things. Like, no, I'm still a woman of God, and like I still want love and things like that, but it's just like overwhelming, like all the messages. Oh.
So I have a question. Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't know what to say right now.
Yeah. Do you feel like your job is keeping you single? Like, do you get in your head about it? Like, is that something that prevents you from putting yourself out there? Do you feel like?
No, like when I'm every day I'm working in the music industry. I'm in the studio. I'm around celebrities every day. Like, I'm really working in the entertainment industry. So what I mean by entertainment industry is music, modeling, and acting. Okay. And being a boss that I am, and like a woman of God. The stripping that's just a 9-to-5 side hustle to me once in a while, once in a blue moon. that's not my life.
Okay.
You know, so it's just, I don't.
I respect your transparency on that because you didn't have to say that.
Exactly.
So when
that's
you come
why
in
I'm
looking for
like-
love, you're putting that transparency out there, you're putting that truth out there and hoping the man accept that. So I respect that.
It's like I want to be honest and genuine and open about all areas of my life, but that's not my life. Like when I'm going to events and I'm networking with people, I don't say, "Oh, I'm a stripper." When I grow up, I want to be a stripper. No.
You
Like-
said that's a 9 to 5 side hustle.
Yes, like that's
8
just
hours.
a job to me. Like I haven't been in the club for like 2 months now. Like that's once in a while here and there, you know? But every day my life is music, creating. Like I go to church every Sunday, you know? But that's probably hard to believe just because I said that. But the first thing that I said, if you watch the show, the first thing I said is, I'm a recording artist. That's my life every single day. Like I just dropped a song with Casey Veggies. Like,
I don't think it's hard to believe that you go to church and you're a dancer. I think as a woman, you got to do what you got to do to still provide. And who is anybody to judge you for building an income? The fact that that doesn't define who you are. It just,
but it's just
it
like
just
I
provides.
get it. Like I get it because I'm being realistic with everybody.
Yeah.
You know, like the lineup of men, you know, that were truck drivers and this and that. I'm just being realistic and genuine because I was that hypocrite. I wasn't a stripper my whole life. Like I started very late in my life, probably like 27 years old, 28 years old.
But the work
know?
that you do does kind of define who you are, just like if you find out.
No, it don't. It
Let me
don't.
finish,
But I will
please.
say, like,
Let
it
me-
gave
let
me
me-
the confidence.
let me
You
finish.
definitely have to be confident to just be in the music industry, to perform, to do all these things. You got to have some level of confidence.
I get it, but we're talking
You know?
about your
People just focused on that, and I really wish they didn't focus on that because it's just like, I'm more than a pretty face. I'm more than just some stripper. That's just some job to me.
It's kind of hard to not to
That's
focus on
not-
that because if I'm a man and I'm looking for love, I wouldn't
Then
want
take
a
me
woman.
out of it. Like that, hey, that would be great. If I could have a man that's a
I want to interject
provider,
really quick because
take me out of that.
Yeah, so as far as that stripping thing, you know, a little traumatized, but no, I would say being
And I'm
honest about it.
traumatized as well,
Trust
just
me,
being
we
a
going
black
through the same
woman
thing.
in the industry, music industry, and what I've been through.
I get it, the entertainment business, trust me. But what I'm saying is this: the fact that you are honest about it, as long as you have to lead with that. You know what I mean? I know you're saying like, oh, I did it 2 months ago, whatever the case is. But when you talk to someone, they're gonna feel like it's right now. You know what I mean? So as long as you're transparent
And
letting
that's why I popped my balloon, because being realistic, most likely I'm gonna work with a guy that's working in the entertainment industry. So when I say entertainment, I'm not saying male porn star, male stripper, no.
Well, I
Music
was-
industry, sports, they're most likely gonna understand me more.
But you're
because
saying-
it goes hand in hand. Like
No, I get what you're saying with that, but
Cardi
just-
B, like I look up to that.
You're saying, but that's why you popped your balloon. But it's almost, I won't say like a coward way, but you popped your balloon with the preconceived notion that yours is going to get popped instead of allowing it to see what's going to happen. It's
either
like you're
if they
shooting yourself in the foot
it doesn't
before it
matter
even
if
starts.
the balloon got popped or not. I'm not gonna go on a date because I didn't feel a deep connection with anybody.
How you feel a deep
And-
connection in 30 seconds?
Okay, like not even that. The physical attraction wasn't there. You know, I'm just going off like women intuition.
But
You
what
feel
I'm
me?
saying,
Like,
doesn't it
I
feel,
just-
isn't it like a shot
I
in the
don't
foot?
see
You're like not
maybe
even trying.
one date. Yeah, sure, you know, but I can't see further than that. And I'm 31 years old, and just based off experience, you know, dating guys that are outside of the entertainment industry, they try to change me or they try to judge me like
So that's
what
the
you're doing right now.
That's the preconceived notion. No, we're not judging you at all. We're just bringing to light on what men think and what a lot of men
And
saw
that's
you
why,
as.
like, the
But not all
entertainment
men
industry
think like
is
that.
gonna be more
The majority.
understanding.
But not
and I'm more
all.
comfortable with
Yeah,
that.
but the thing is that you guys
Exactly.
don't know how men think because you're
It's
not
not
a man.
even
Y'all
stripping,
simple though,
like-
to be honest. Y'all simple men.
Again, you
and
don't-
there's women that dance in the strip club and they find a whole husband. There's like
Those
artists like
outliers-
Cash Doll in the entertainment
They're
industry.
outliers in
And she
everything.
find her a partner.
There's so
Honey,
many
don't let
women
nobody
in this
define
industry
you or
that
judge you.
They're not even
Do what you
open
gotta
about
do.
it. Are you crazy? Most of these women are married. They're in relationships. They're going to college. You know, I just hate that people assume like, oh, you're a stripper, so you're not smart. I get it because I was that hypocrite. In my younger days, I never smoked. I never drank. I was the hypocrite that was saying, oh, I would never dance. Like, that's degrading to women. Like, but you just can never say never. Like, you just never know how life is going to turn out for you for any situation. So, like, I get it. But I'm being realistic and I'm letting those guys off easy.
Yeah,
We're not going to work out.
Dorian, go ahead. Let's hear from you.
Yeah, I respect the naked hustle. Let's be honest, most of the people that, women that are, I'm not going to say everybody, but a lot of people that are in church or things are reformed, you know what? As far as how I feel about it, I feel like you might have been projecting a little bit. I think you need to stand on business about what you do and why you do it for yourself, first of all. And then you should use it as a testimony for other young girls that are growing into women. You could be a testimony for somebody, but don't let any man make you feel bad about what you do and why you do it, because you know why you do it.
Because it's not my life.
Exactly.
My life is
when I met you, you're very
working in
humble.
music.
You're very humble. You're very beautiful, and you're very sweet. I didn't even know you were a dancer. So
Exactly,
next time,
because I don't go out there, hey, I'm a stripper, nice to meet you. No, I'm a recording artist, nice to meet you. Like, I really work in this music industry.
They
and
look
people
at it
just
in a
wanna-
negative way. They look at
It's
it in a negative
annoying.
way. I look at it in a positive way. Like I said, if you look in the Bible, I don't know exactly which book of the Bible was, but I could have sworn the lady that touched Jesus' cloak. Y'all know what I'm talking about, was a prostitute. I don't know. I'm not saying you're a prostitute. But what I'm saying is that you can use it as
And that's like another thing.
Yeah.
There's different levels to
To
this.
things.
There's strippers, there's prostitutes, there's escorts. No, I'm just a stripper here and
Are you
there.
ashamed of it?
This is not every day.
Are you ashamed of it?
No, I'm not ashamed of it. It's just,
Mm-hmm.
it's not my life. Like, I just see it as, it's just here and there.
So
All right,
my
let's
life is
go ahead and
music.
let's go ahead and move on to our next topic then. So, Braylon, during your episode, seems like you had a lot to say, and some of the things you said caused a lot of controversy. The comments were going crazy on you. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of your clips. Now, what are some things you look for in a man?
Initially, I thought the shoe was beautiful, but it was too much weave. The toes hanging off the shoes for me. So, yeah, I just kind of, the toe was like she gripping the side of the shoe. Cute, I like the smile.
Thank you.
It's the hair, man. It's too much weave. It's a lot going on. She said she was from Kenya, and I get a lot of scam calls, and I just don't want to be dealing with that. And it's the accent. I feel like I want to be saying, huh? What you say?
Okay. All right. So, Braylon, stomping on the balloon. What was that about?
That's how I felt.
We gave you pics. Was that not good enough?
Activity. I'm sorry, say it again.
Stomping on the balloon.
Yeah,
Like you stomped on
I
it.
had to stand on business.
Wow.
At 37,
Okay.
stomping on balloons.
That's what I want
Clown
to do.
activity, man.
You said what?
That's clown activity.
Hey, you 50 and you on the show. That's clown activity. But we
Guess
all
what?
trying
though?
to have a good time.
But guess what though? I don't look 40.
I don't mad at it, man.
You heard me? And I got all my hair. Take the hat off.
I don't. the
You said he
know
was
what?
hat fishing, huh?
I'm half, but you got a spray on hairline, my boy. You don't want to do that with me. That's one thing you don't want to do.
He mad because he don't have no hair. I got the hair.
Hold on. Nobody can say anything if he got a size 22 waistline. You a grown ass man, my boy. Don't do that with me.
22 waistline.
Okay? Yes, that's what you got on. That's one thing you don't want to do with me. You got them skinny small jeans on. Stay in your lane, my boy. Now
What
keep
lane
going.
is that? What you talking about? Stay in your lane. I got my own lane. I'm carving it.
Skinny small jeans. Be easy.
I'm top tier, you bottom tier.
I just want to say, you sat here to most of
go ahead, I'm
those
sorry.
women, and you were telling those women that they had too much weave.
Yeah.
But you've been sitting here on my girl since she been here, and the hair is the same.
I've been talking to her.
Oh, okay, I'm just
Just
wondering.
like I've
I'm
been,
confused.
just like I've been talking to all the other women.
You got a crush on me?
when I was on them.
So, Braylon, are you typically, that straightforward with people in like person when you meet them? Like, you'll tell them like, "Ooh, I'm not gonna talk to you because your toes hanging off," and like.
No,
Okay.
absolutely not. I just won't talk to them. But we on a show,
Right.
and they come out, and you guys asking us for our opinion. And to be honest with you, this stuff is about clicks.
No, it's not.
I mean, okay, in a sense.
For you, it is.
We want.
Yeah.
Okay. We looking for the clicks. We looking for the honesty. I wanted to stand out in a sense, but I definitely wanted to be honest on how I felt, though.
Okay.
When the roles are reversed and the women are judging us in a sense, all the guys can understand that. They tell us one thing is that our height. Pretty sure you can understand that, young man. It's our height. We can't change that. But a woman can change about how she wears her hair. And I can change I can feel how I want to feel if I like this woman or if I don't like this woman. And we only get 20 seconds with them. So it's not enough for me to be like, well, even though she wears weave, I still like her, what's inside of her and things of that nature. No, we just going off the physical. And if the physical doesn't attract me, then I have to say, because you tell us what to say.
Oh, I do not tell you what to say.
So can I ask a question?
Those words came out of your own mouth. I simply ask a question.
I'm like, can I ask a question? What are you looking for?
What's your
For a man,
type?
he need a man weave.
So, okay, Braylon. So you said.
He need a man weave.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. So, Braylon, you said you
Like,
came
because you
on.
don't-
Guys, please hold on 1 second.
No, respectfully.
So, you're saying it's for clicks. So, are you saying you came on just to get a viral moment?
No,
Is
I'm sorry, I misspoke when I said that.
Okay.
I meant to say like it's you want to be different in some ways and things of that nature.
Okay.
So this is how Ohio gets down?
Not at all. Shout out to Ohio.
Cleveland.
What's your type, though? I would love to know.
I want to know.
I love
To cut people down to be different, though.
No, we wanted to be honest. I've seen many episodes of this show. And like I said, the first thing that a woman would say is talk about a man's height and things of that nature. And it's like, yo, we can't do anything about our height.
But what
See
are
why
you
it was
doing in that
nice?
moment? It's
why
your
it was nice?
moment.
He was
Yes,
prejudging
and I'm being
you
honest
guys.
about my moment. If I don't like the weave, that's what I don't like.
So
you
what
don't
do you like?
I like a natural woman. I love a natural woman. I love someone that's soft. I love a woman that basks in her femininity. I love a woman that loves to cook. And I love a woman who likes to love on me. I like what likes me. And I'm used to women like my grandmother, my mom. They didn't wear weave and things like that.
Okay, look.
They didn't have weed back in your granny days,
we're talking
for
about
real.
look.
I'm saying.
Let's stay on looks here.
Yeah, that's what I love a
you
natural
went into
woman.
cooking. Okay, we all can cook. I mean, we better know how to cook. We gotta eat. What's your look type?
I can't. It's not a certain look.
It has to be because you're popping on weave.
I said that I don't like weave.
But we love to wear weave, honey.
Yes, and y'all wear weave for each other. Y'all don't wear weave for us. I guarantee you, probably if it's 5 guys, 3 to 4 of us don't like weave, but we'll take it though because that's what y'all do. But we don't prefer that stuff. Y'all wear that to be in competition with each other.
You are so fake.
He is really delusional.
That's real.
That is so
I'm sorry.
You accessorize
Y'all
ourselves.
only say this.
Hey,
We wear it for
I'm sorry.
ourselves.
Hey, if the brothers up here don't
Let's
step
be
up and say
real.
nothing, y'all better not.
We wear it for
That's fake.
ourselves.
That's fake.
There's nothing wrong with weed.
We just
but
like to have fun.
It's not like, some dudes just don't care. Like, if you get your hair done, it's not really for us. It's not a make or break thing for a lot of
You saying this?
we
We
do
like
it
to
for
have
us.
fun. Y'all doing it for y'all. It's
y'all
not.
wanna look
We
good,
do it
y'all
for
It's
us.
not for us.
Cool.
It's
For
for yourself.
ourselves, not to be in competition.
Yeah,
It's
right.
for y'all.
Do you put on a chain to be in competition with another man?
No,
question, darling.
anybody? No.
Okay,
No.
yeah. Chain So might that's be not smaller than how it
somebody
is
else's,
for
you know.
how we choose
not
to wear
worried
our
about
hair and nails. It's not competition.
We talking about hair. We talking
Chains.
about.
Yeah, but
we
that's
talk-
for us. That's not in
Again,
competition.
and she's asked me,
Yeah.
what do I like?
Yeah.
I have a right to have.
You do.
My,
Very true.
Yeah, but you could have kept the part when you said
You
that
said we
did
do
something
it for
competition. That's
competition,
what
yeah.
you crossed the line.
You ladies do it for yourself. Y'all
And
don't
when
do
y'all
it.
get your hair done, who's the first one to compliment you on your hair? Another woman, right? Most likely.
Hey, I'm
Okay,
just-
so
I'm
we're
just-
gonna
I'm
go
just
ahead and
here
move
being
on.
a truth teller. I'm sorry.
Yes, we heard you, Braylon. We heard you. So, Shayna,
Hey,
are you ready?
I'm ready.
So obviously, accountability was a word that was thrown around a lot during your segment. When when they were referring to you, they were calling you purple dress. All through the comments. So let's see what people were talking about and why they said that.
Yeah, why are you single?
Oh, okay. We'll still ask.
You are handsome. You are definitely my type. I just did not like the question. I feel like when men ask that sometimes, they're trying to find something wrong. And I'm single because I'm single. I haven't met the person. I just didn't like the question.
From your last relationship, name one thing that you did wrong and one thing that he did wrong.
I'm not answering that.
Okay.
Lack of accountability.
Yeah, facts.
Oh, I thought it was so cute.
So Shayna, what do you have to say, about the comment saying you just have a lack of accountability, you didn't want to take any type of accountability when it came to some of these questions? What do you have to say about that?
Okay, so honestly, when I filmed the episode, I left there on such a high. I was like, oh my gosh, this was so fun. And I even spoke to my match, Jeremiah, and a couple that we went out with. I'm like, they're gonna drag me a little bit because I wasn't answering some questions, but I didn't know it was gonna be to that extent. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all came from my life. And I know I can't go back and fix the past. I can only grow from what happened. When I first was reading the comments, I was like, no, but I had to sit down and think about it. If 3,000 people are saying something, I have to change something. I had to fix something. So I went back and watched the episode, and if I could have changed something, I would have answered the questions. One of my mistakes that I made going on this show was I live a somewhat private life, and I'm going on a public platform, and thought that I didn't have to answer certain stuff, and I learned that was a big mistake. I am a very accountable person, but so my match on the show, which was Jeremiah, shout out to Jeremiah, I could, honestly, I did apologize to him after the show, that I should have given him the opportunity to pop if I didn't want to pop my balloon. I should have let that up to him. And then after the show, I did answer the question answer his question. And the first guy that asked, why am I single? I could have answered that question too. So, I'm watching the episode, and I got a lot of positive feedback and I got a lot of negative feedback, and I can only grow from what happened. So yeah.
Okay, all right. So just to open it up to everyone.
Yeah, that's the biggest red flag ever. The very first thing you should ask someone when you're talking, especially I'm talking to dudes, is like, what happened in your previous relationship and what did you do for that? We had that conversation about what I did. I mean, aside from the show I'm talking about. But, and then I had a conversation with Chanel about that, but that's the first question. What did you do for that relationship to quote unquote not work? Because most, and no feminist type stuff, but I'm not saying, but most women or most people were just gonna say, oh, it's just the guy, he did this. No, and that's a red flag in itself. If they can't say one thing what's hard about dating you? That's a question you should ask anyone you're speaking to. And if you can't answer that, what's hard about dating, you can't say one thing that's hard about dating you, stay away from that woman.
Absolutely.
Okay, well, let me address Tim before you speak. I do agree with you, and like I said, I learned from this experience. And if you guys remember, I did say we both did something wrong. It wasn't just him, it wasn't just me, it was both of us collective. But in that moment, it's action. Cameras are, none of this was rehearsed. Y'all, when we go on this show, Arlette don't meet with us in the back. This is what's gonna happen. It's literally action, and that was the first thing that came to my mind. I'm sorry. Let me finish. When I spoke to Jeremiah, and I did answer the question. I'm not perfect. I have fallen. And I do take accountability that I did do things wrong in my past relationship. If I could go back and fix it, and I apologize to everybody that I did get upset, I would have answered the question. There's no way that I said I was perfect, I didn't do anything wrong. I did not say that one time. So people that are saying I'm a red flag because of that.
Nobody is perfect,
yeah,
including you, honey.
Yeah, no one is perfect, and I apologize to my match. I can only grow from the situation, so I did say what I did wrong and what he did wrong, and we both moved on from the situation.
Absolutely.
Real quick follow-up. So, but you're saying like, oh, none of this is rehearsed. When you're saying, oh, all these cameras and stuff, well, why wouldn't your first reaction be to tell the truth?
Okay, so I didn't lie. I did not lie. In that moment, I was the only one. So I'm addressing the moment with me and Jeremiah. I was the only one who still had my balloon at that moment. The only person. And when he asked me that question, it was honestly, it was just me guarding my heart in that moment, because I was in a room full of strangers. I didn't know anyone, and that was just me protecting myself in that moment. And I didn't feel like it was like a safe environment for me to open up myself in that manner. I didn't know anyone to just start saying stuff about me. Had I had gone back, I would have absolutely answered the question. It was nothing bad, it was nothing scary, you know what I mean? I was just really guarding myself in that moment, and it didn't turn out the way I thought it would have turned out, you know? But moving forward, if that question is asked to me again, I will answer it.
So we're on a public platform, so we're looking for transparency.
I agree.
So when they ask the question and the first thing you do is pop, in my mind automatically is you ran.
Yeah, I agree. I can't say what you're saying is wrong, because I did run in that moment. Like I said, if I was able to do it again, I would have let Jeremiah pop the balloon. I wouldn't have popped it, or the other guy. So they're telling us to move forward, so I hope I did answer your question. You guys, I am very accountable. I have people around me who keeps me accountable. The picture that was painted was not me, but I grew from the situation. I learned, if you live a private life, do not go on a public platform.
Well spoken. I would like, can I just say one thing, like just in your defense, with everything you said, coming out in front of people, you don't know anyone, just that question, why are you single? Women, we just don't like it. We'll answer it, but sometimes when we get that question on the phone, it's like, you know, like, I don't want to talk about that right now.
Is that?
It's nothing wrong with having that conversation, but sometimes timing is important when you ask that question. And when a guy approaches a woman and be like, man, you look good, you got everything, why are you single?
Mm-hmm. It's like translation.
I don't want to talk about that right now.
What's wrong with you?
My answer
like
to that, why we're single, because we were God made Adam, and when he made Adam, he made Eve. He didn't make Eve and Samantha and Sarah and multiple women. He made Adam with Eve, one person. So when we're living in this life, when there's multiple people and it's kind of hard to maneuver to find your person, you found your person. Both of you put in the work to find that.
Right. So,
but a lot of us have to put in that work.
So
to
when
find
I
our
asked
person.
though, why are you single? It's simple to say, I just haven't found my person.
And that's what I said. That's exactly what I said too. Maybe I shouldn't have popped, you know. And like I said, it's like men are trying to find something wrong with us. I'm single because like I said, I haven't met my match. I haven't met my soulmate. Yeah. And I believe that God is keeping him somewhere for me, and I'm okay on waiting. You know,
but
and
I feel like that answer is already there. Like,
Yeah.
why would you ask somebody why you single?
Because
like,
not everybody's on that.
What you want me to tell you?
Everybody-
Oh, because I beat up my boyfriend?
Right.
Like, I don't know what you want to hear when you ask that. Why are you single? You
Tell
know?
the truth. We want the truth.
But so what do you mean the truth?
I got 5 kids and it's hard for
It's a
somebody to
struggle,
accept
right?
that.
So that's what you want somebody to say?
No, we
Yes.
want the truth.
Yes.
I see.
We want transparency.
We want transparency.
That's it.
I got 5
Why are you guys single? Okay. Why are you single?
We're matched.
Yeah,
baby.
we're quiet.
We're matched
Well,
over.
I'm just saying
difference.
Reggie said, my
Okay,
match is
well,
here.
why were you single before?
Same reason, not finding your person.
That's true.
And then being open to finding the right person.
See, when I answered like I answered
because we don't know you. Because we don't know you. We're just meeting you.
If you're intelligent enough to
Right.
know that a person hasn't found their person yet,
We don't know
then you're
their
intelligent
story.
to know why someone's
So
single.
I'm supposed
They
to
ain't
look
found
at
their
you
person.
and know your
to
story
figure out if-
automatically. We don't have to ask you questions to get to know you. That's what the
Yeah,
questions
you
are
can
for.
ask questions, but
Right.
at the end of the day,
I'm asking
what's
questions.
the
That's what dating is. I'm
like,
asking
what-
questions.
at the end of the
What have
day,
you been
like
through? What's your experience? What's your story? Why are you single?
See if they're crazy,
Just tell me
basically.
this.
that's
Let's have a
different.
conversation.
That's
It don't
different. But the
gotta be
question why you
extra
single
deep.
on
Just
the
have a
popular balloon
conversation.
shows, like what you want me to do? Tell you on the
It's
popular balloon why I'm
It's
single?
communication. Tell me the truth. Just talk to me. Let me know me. Don't try to overthink it like, nah, it ain't that
Timing.
deep. Tell me exactly.
It's timing, period.
You don't, but
It's timing.
you know what to expect from this show.
It's
You
timing.
know what to expect. You came on the show and you're
All right, so
millions of
then
people.
don't get mad if somebody choose not to answer a question on the show.
You cannot. We on a public
always have to
platform.
wait till the
All
All right,
right.
y'all. Let's bring it in. Let's bring it in. This is Mike's topic, which is a good segue because we're moving on to our lovely engaged couple here. Let's give it up for them. All right. So obviously, Mike and Kay, you guys are our first Pop the Balloon or Find Love engaged couple, and we are so happy for y'all. Let's go ahead and see your journey and what it took for you guys to get to where you are today.
I just wanted to know where you were from, and then how do you feel about men with kids?
I'm from Dallas, Texas,
Okay.
and I would prefer him not to have kids because I don't have kids. But I'm open-minded.
You didn't let her finish.
She says she would prefer, so I don't want her to settle. I want her to get exactly what she wants.
I feel that. I appreciate that.
I have 2 children, so 19, 14. I'm very interested. If anything, I think you're very beautiful. I like the way you carry yourself. You said you're big on health, stuff like that. I'm into that. So I would have kept, but I mean, maybe I should have held on, let you make the decision. But
Yeah,
at the
I'm
same time, I
open-minded, but
okay. I mean, I'll take a balloon back, and then I'll let you make the decision.
yeah, get your balloon
Okay.
back. That's
Can we get a
crazy.
balloon back? Let's get a balloon back.
You didn't even let me finish.
I want to spend the rest of my life with you, and I don't feel like I'm rushing it. I feel like it's natural. So, I mean, honestly.
Are you serious? Oh,
Nicole, I love you deeply, man. And we are moving at our own pace. Regardless of anybody else's opinion, you are a special woman, man. And when a man knows, he knows. And I believe from the bottom of my heart that you are my person, my best friend, the person I'm supposed to spend the rest of my life with. And just have a good time, man. We just enjoy this ride together, man. So will you do me the honor and be my wife?
Yes! I'm crying. Oh my God. Wow, that was so beautiful.
Did you know you was gonna do that?
Okay, hold on, y'all. So obviously, Mike, you are a man of like words.
Look, man. I am a poet, but the words just came naturally, man. It's easy to just express yourself when the sentiment is genuine. So, Kay's a beautiful woman, just a great person in general. So, I mean every word, and we've been rocking ever since. So.
That's good. That's good. So I'm not gonna lie. When y'all first walked off on Pop the Balloon, I was a little unsure about you guys. I was like, dang, I don't know, man. he popped, and she's not sure about the kids. Whatever
the way
it is.
he grabbed my hands when we walked off, he wasn't sure.
I wasn't sure. But so obviously he initially popped because he does have kids. Have the kids? How's that been like for you? I know because first you were a little iffy about it. How has it been?
Oh, it's been good for me.
Okay.
I mean, it's my co-parenting situation has always been good. My kids are a little bit older, so it's never really any issues. And then the kids are older, they welcome Kay in, and just they're teenagers. As long as they're happy, everybody's happy. I'm happy. Then it's been a good situation. So.
Yeah, both of our families have been very supportive so far. So.
Good. So speaking of your families, how was it? Were they shocked that you guys, because how long after you guys met did you get engaged?
2.
It's about a month and a couple weeks. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I knew after like 2 weeks,
Period.
what I was gonna do. So then we went to the follow up, and that was that.
So how did they take it? How did they take it when you guys told them?
They were shocked. They was shocked like everybody else.
Yeah.
We didn't expect the reaction on the internet to be what it is, but. I mean, it's a lot of love and support. People telling us their journey, their stories, and saying when you know is a true statement, man. It's kind of like one of those things that's like you can't really explain, but when you know, you definitely know. So.
Yeah, right. Like my family was definitely like, are you sure? But then I told them, watch the show, watch the proposal, and they did. They saw his character, they saw, all the things he was saying about me, and they were happy for me after seeing it, after seeing us together. Yeah.
You can
Sometimes you just got to see it to believe it.
You can feel y'all.
Congratulations, y'all.
Connected.
Thank
and it's
you.
so high vibrational.
Thank you.
I'm
And
so
like
excited.
being public with, relationships is something that both of us have never done before. So our family was like, this must be serious then.
Oh,
it
yeah.
is very serious. So
yeah, because you guys started a YouTube channel and everything, right?
We have a YouTube, Love McKay. It's at probably 11,000 subscribers.
11,000 subscribers.
Congrats, y'all.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yes, follow our
Love is
YouTube
real, man.
page.
A lot of love, man. So,
Oh man! So have you guys started wedding planning? I know you just got engaged. We ain't trying to rush y'all, but I'm just asking. Have you started?
We started. We have a date. We have a venue. We're making our guest list.
Can I be invited?
Leave him at the door.
It's LOL, but I'm
Well, unfortunately, you're not on episode 12.
He's gonna talk about everybody leaves there.
Wait, when is the day?
If you want to disclose it, I know a lot of people.
sorry.
Some people don't like disclosing the dates.
Yeah, So we're getting married June 1st, 2025, because
Because
June
we met.
1st is the day we met. On
Let's give it up for them. Yes.
Congratulations.
Wow, I'm definitely so happy for you guys.
During the
Like,
NBA Finals?
what did he say?
Berlin never get married.
Okay, well, yeah, like everyone here said, we feel the love between you guys. Like it's so hard to believe that you guys just met, not that long ago. But like Mike said, when a man knows, he knows, and a woman too. We know too. All right, perfect. So our next gentleman was definitely talked about a lot, all over. There's clips of you on TikTok, Instagram, even Facebook. I don't even go on Facebook, but I've seen it on Facebook. So, Brian, you already know we're talking about you.
Right.
Let's go ahead and take a look at your journey on Pop the Balloon.
How many kids you got?
I got 3.
You got 3?
Yep.
How many baby daddies?
I have 3.
You got 3 baby daddies.
Yes.
Okay. How many kids you have?
I have 2.
How many baby daddies?
2.
2? Okay. So you didn't think after the first one that you wanted to marry the next one?
No.
No? How many
And
kids
your
you
preference?
have?
I have 3.
You have
25,
3?
18, and 12.
Okay. How many baby daddies?
2.
2.
Mhm.
Okay. So there's no disrespect towards that, right?
Mhm.
But I just want you to understand, when it comes to a man of top tier, right? We give you a few from one man.
Mhm.
That's it. If you have multiple from a different man, that disqualifies yourself.
So it disqualifies a top tier woman from getting a top
That's
tier
exactly
man.
right. Why? Because there's billions of women on this planet.
All right, Brian. So you came out episode 15. I was like, Brian, what are some of your deal breakers? You said you don't have not one, not any. But as we saw, as you went down the line, you did have a deal breaker, and that was women that have multiple baby daddies.
Right?
So, what do you, is that something you came out knowing, or?
Of course I came out knowing, but for that right person, I will compromise for that, right? And I think every man will compromise for that if they come in with multiple kids for multiple different men, right? Okay. We gotta like them like that. That was my deal breaker, but like I said on the show, then I would extend grace for somebody that I'm feeling like that. So that's what that was.
Okay. So then, why is that something you didn't say like up front when I was like, oh, what's your deal breaker?
Because after listening to the women, I don't know which one I was gonna like. I didn't, as far as their responses, who I was gonna attract or pull energy from. So I didn't really know who I was gonna feel until I heard what they had to say. So that's that grace part right there, right? So even if they had multiple different kids from multiple different men, if I still like them like that, I would accept that, like real men do.
Okay. So you're kind of saying like you didn't want to say that just in case one of them popped on you?
All of them would have popped if I said that.
He was testing the waters.
Yeah.
But he was giving nobody grace. Why are you saying
Well,
grace?
I mean,
you were giving no grace.
even
You
though that
weren't
we talked, me and this guy earlier, we was joking around. He said nothing wrong. Like, it devalues the woman when you go through multiple men and have multiple baby daddies. We don't want to deal with that. If you got 3 kids and 3 baby daddies, it's like, damn, your decision-making skills are horrible.
Y'all forget that y'all the ones who's
saying right there.
And then y'all forget that I'm 41 years old. I got a 25-year-old child. So you're basing your perception of me from 25 years ago.
Come on.
I'm not that person I'm not that kid that I was 25 years ago.
Speak on
and I'm not that young adult that I was 25 years ago. I've grown from that. I've healed from that. I now make better choices, better decisions. Right. And I live more of a healthy love life, know, than I did then. So you're going to tell me, oh, well, you got this many kids, I can't date you.
No,
but that happened 25 years ago.
Not the number of
At what
kids.
point are you going to give grace? Like at how long are you going to, I don't want to use the word punish, for lack of better words, a woman for her past.
It's
like
not
Brian came out and said, I don't judge a woman from their past.
And then
We all
judged.
make mistakes. And then he basically just flat out judged.
That's the gentleman's preference. We're not judging you for how many kids. It's
Yeah.
how many baby fathers you got. If you
Okay.
get with a guy, and I'm 40 years old per
Yeah.
se, and I have 8 kids by 6 different women,
Yeah.
that says something.
And then everybody's situation is different.
That
Like
part. 4
we all
kids
have
and
different
4 baby
circles.
daddies?
But that's not
3
what
kids
it
and 3
was.
baby
I have
daddies?
my children. I have by 2 different men, and I was in a 12-year relationship that was abusive. I escaped that by God's grace. I give thanks every day. And so when I moved on to the next relationship, I'm just looking for something better than what I had. And just because it was better doesn't mean it was for me. So when I realized this isn't for me, should I marry this man just because society is going to look at me like I'm a failure as a mother or as a woman? Or no, should I keep going and look for what is really for me? I'm not going to say that I've made all the best decisions as a young adult. I never said I made the best decisions.
And that's what we're referring to, the decision-making skills.
Yeah.
But
that's now, that's in the past. So you're not going to meet a woman and she tell you she stole a candy bar at 14 years old. Oh, no, I can't do that. I don't do thieves. She's
always a thief.
Yeah, she was a kid. She made a mistake. She ate that, and the candy bar is gone. So in my situation, I feel like I ate that. I ate that relationship that I went through. I ate being a young teenage parent. I ate it. Like the young kids say, you ate. I feel like I ate. I've grown from that. I'm not that person that I was.
The relationship
so why?
is awesome, but the key, you're bearing the man's children.
All right. So, Janae, when you were having, your conversation with Brian during that segment, what was going through your mind when he's asking you all these questions like, okay, how many baby daddies, how many kids? What was your thought process? Like, if you want to walk us through that.
I'm true to my core. I'm not ashamed of my past. I'm not ashamed of my 3 kids. And if I wouldn't have the 3 baby daddies, I wouldn't have my 3 amazing kids. I don't allow him and his judgment to define me as a woman or where I stand on today. It's his preference. He deserves a queen of whatever that looks like for Brian. But for me, you have to accept me as a whole with a 4 unit. So it's either, are you even equipped to hold down this 4 fort? You can't judge me. I didn't take anything personally. I talked to Brian afterwards. I said, I don't take anything personal. I'm not mad at you. It is what it is. It's my person is my person. You know what I'm saying? But people don't know how to live in reality. They want to live into society, and it's fake to me. I'm not with it.
Okay. And then I think Shayna, you wanted to say
So
something.
one thing I do want to say, which I said to you earlier, we all have our preference, which is fine. You might like them tall, you might like them short, you might like them with the kids. Right. But I think it was just your delivery that really was kind of tough to watch. So that's all I had to share. We kind of chatted about it before. Everyone's entitled to what they like, but it's just the way you were speaking to the ladies, which was kind of harsh.
So speaking on that, Brian, do you feel like you could have delivered your message in a different way?
I think I wanted to deliver it the way I did, right?
Okay.
Because if I'm coming on some softness, you're not gonna really grasp what I'm telling you.
That's not.
Right? And the thing about accountability is you want me to deliver it the way you want to hear it. Nah, the truth hurts. The truth hurts. You got to be able to embrace that. We as men, we embrace accountability. And women have to do the same exact thing and not get angry
accountability. I'm not
and
angry.
feel like men
I'm
are
not-
aggressive
I'm not
and
being
feel like men are aggressive
You are being
when they're delivering what they're trying to say. Like, no, I wasn't disrespectful on the show, right? And maybe I could have delivered it a little bit softer. But
And
that's
then
not
James,
the route that I chose.
you wanted to say something?
Brother, the way you've
Hold
been
on
talking.
one second. James is going to go.
I wanted to say something about that. I understand both sides. You know what I mean? Like, for me, I don't care if a female has a starting lineup. You know what I mean? Like, I've dated girls that have multiple kids, and I think that men think one of 2 ways. One is like, okay, you made horrible decisions. And then the other downfall could be, these are extra mouths to feed or bills, And for me, I love kids, like I'm a kids person, so I don't mind dating a woman that has kids. So that's all I wanted to say is like.
Can I say something? Brian, I don't think your delivery was 100% wrong, but there is a difference between you as a type of man and there's another type of man. There's 2 different types of men. It's your preference, and it's a man that knows that he comes into this world to be a leader, protector, provider, who also knows that you're going to take care of a family as a whole. It doesn't matter if they're your kids or some. It takes a village to raise these kids. I didn't take any judgment, but if you prefer a woman with one kid or you want some more with more kids, that's on
fine.
you. You're just not my person, and I'm not mad at you. And I'm not even mad at the world. And I don't give a fuck about anybody. If we can keep it G. You know, I take care of my kids. They're well taken care of. I'm an independent woman. And I deserve a strong man who's ready to take care of a household. Not saying that that's not you or no other man in this world. Everybody got their own opinion. And I respect you 100%. It is what it is.
And let me, hold on, wait, hold on. And I respect that, I appreciate that, right? It's gonna be a special type of man that's gonna come in and take care of you and your unit. That's gonna take care of you and your unit, right? Because most men wanna start their own family, right? You know what I'm saying? So why would we come in and be a stepdad when we know if you have 3 kids, then I'm gonna be the 4th? You're gonna look at me like the 4th, even if I'm taking care of the house. Right? Because they're not mine.
Because you're not a baby daddy or a husband.
Thank
You're not going to be a
You're
baby
the head
daddy.
of household. It's a difference.
I understand that, but I'm not their real father, right? So I'm
But
not their
that's-
biological father, right? So, and things come with that, right? It comes with, you may feel like, you know, I'm not raising your sons right.
Or you can't.
I'm a dead this right now. I had a baby daddy that told me in front of my child, I am not his daddy. I don't need a nigga like that. And I said nigga.
You don't want one.
I need a man who knows who's going to come into a whole house. He's going to take mine as his. He's going to take me as his partner. It's one, honey. When you find a wife, you find a good thing. I'm not living into society or social media. This show, and I appreciate you guys, because this is real life. You show me the real deal. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to say too much more, but you know,
If you guys were to get together, hypothetically speaking.
Who?
Yeah, I'm just hypothetically
Just
speaking.
hypothetically, you and Brian.
You
Me
and
and
Brian. If you and Brian were to get together, hypothetically speaking,
Uh-huh.
can he put his hands on your children?
What? Put his hands on my
As far
children?
That's a real
yes,
question.
yes.
let's word that a
Can
little.
he? Well, we know what we're talking about. I mean, Brian, you understood what I was saying, correct?
Correct.
If your kids is acting up,
Yeah.
can he whoop your kids?
If
Like he
they
would whoop
need
his
it.
own son?
If they need it. I mean,
You
let's
just
be
have to
real.
be. You just
This
have
ain't
to
about
be
that, but let's be
if,
real.
If you're gonna whoop somebody else's kids, you just got to be ready for that repercussion.
The afterward.
Exactly. What
You
comes
feel me?
after that? Because as a father, nobody's gonna whoop my kids.
Exactly.
But if
barely whoop
I
my
am the
kids.
step parent of somebody else's kids, I'm a whoop them.
But you're not
and
gonna
I
whoop 'em for
understand
nothing.
that's
can't whoop
double.
your kids, but
no,
you can whoop
because
ways to discipline
I'm ready
kids
to fight
besides
for mine.
whooping them.
Thank
I'm
you.
ready
I
to
got a
fight for mine.
5-year-old.
So
My son has never had a whooping.
listen, I'm ready to fight
Ever.
for mine, so I'm going to check you on that. And if dude wanted to check me on that, he has that
Yes.
right. And that's all I'm saying.
And,
is
no,
you
and
gotta-
those are the issues that
It's the
we
way to
deal.
do
And
it.
those are the issues that we deal with being a step parent. Like, and
Those
another
are the
thing that I want to
insecurities.
address is that, like Brian, I've been hearing you talk since we've been here all day. Like, your demeanor hasn't changed. So I want to say, like, I don't think that you were aggressive at all. I think that you were being you. And I appreciate that
Exactly.
authenticity that
Exactly.
you have been bringing. And I still got
Appreciate that.
and I still got a couple more jokes in the back of my head for your ass too.
Okay, y'all, let's wrap this up. And so Chanel, you were like the queen of facial expressions.
I was.
And everyone was showing you like I was getting tagged all over Instagram like, look at this woman, like she's making all the faces. And I feel like most of it was during Brian's segment. So let's take a look at all the faces you were making.
That disqualifies yourself.
So it disqualifies a top tier woman.
But you're
Yeah.
judging me on the fact that I have the choice.
No, I'm not judging you. That just means that I'm not for you. If you're going to judge me because my second baby daddy didn't work out for me, then I'm not for you. You know, so I'm not judging
And
you
I
and your
understand that.
opinion
How many
and
kids
your
you have?
preference. I have 3.
So, you know what I mean? Like,
I appreciate it.
but you,
She said period.
So it's like when the mic was in front of you, you didn't say too much, but like your face was speaking for you.
I didn't even know the camera was on me.
Oh, yeah.
You know, because the way you guys are very strategic in the way you set it up, so I thought the cameras was focusing on them. So I was just sitting on the side like, I had no idea they had everything on there. But that's just me in general. But it was a little shocking. Like Brian came out, like some people were saying in the comments, like swinging, like, on everybody. I don't have any kids. So, and also I was thinking, like, I wish he asked me some questions, 'cause I'm going to get him. But it didn't come back to that. It didn't circle back, but.
And then just to go ahead and wrap up Brian's segment, you are writing a book.
Yes.
Or you actually wrote a book already. So is it finished?
Yes.
Congratulations.
Congrats. Go
Perfect
ahead
match. The perfect match. 7 keys to pop your balloon or find love. You can find it on Amazon for a pre-order, or you can find it on my website at perfectmatchbook.com.
But what is 7 keys? What do you mean 7 keys to?
Seven advices, 7 keys, 7 tips, right? 7 motivations, to be able to pop your balloon like you did for me, right? Or find love like you did for Reggie. You see what I'm saying? So that's pretty much what it is.
What are 3?
What are the 7 keys?
You gotta buy the book.
Gotta buy the book.
You gotta buy the book. You gotta buy the book.
Us one.
No spoiler alerts.
Buy the book.
Us one.
You were on our very first podcast that me and BM did, and we did talk a little bit about it. So let's take a little glimpse at that.
But you definitely want to pick this up right here. This is going to make a lot of perfect matches. It's going to save people a lot of time, right? This is definitely something that you want in your book collection. This is for all the readers.
So Brian, you said that this book is going to get people a lot of matches.
Right.
And then some of the comments during that podcast said, how is Brian writing a book about matches when he didn't even get one?
Right, and I saw that. And I saw that, right? And I saw that. But, every shot you take, you're not going to make, right? But at the same time, there's humility in the journey, right? So I wrote the book so you can be able to take a different route or take a different approach than what I did so you won't get popped or for you to get chosen, right? So just because I didn't get a match, it doesn't mean I'm not going to find a match, right? So my old lady somewhere might be somewhere else. I don't know. She might not be on the show. She might be watching the show. She might be waiting for me to come get her, wherever she might be.
She might be
right?
overseas.
It might be, I might be a passport bro, right? Because our black American women tripping around here.
Oh,
I'm gonna keep it real with you.
No.
Y'all tripping, you dig? Y'all tripping.
Take accountability.
Don't have us go abroad and find somebody else that's of a different ethnicity when you right here at home. Please don't do that.
They're not making it back from home, from over there.
I like that nigga, man.
So is anybody here picking up Brian's book? Y'all picking
I'm
up
gonna
the
buy
book?
it.
Okay.
I'll support.
Good.
I'll just put it on the shelf.
How much is it?
It's $22.99. Okay. So it's reasonable. It's reasonable. It's $9.99 on Kindle. You can pre-order it.
Nice.
All right.
All right. Well, I'm glad you were able to write that book, and I do hope that you get lots of sales on it.
Thank you.
And everybody reads in on it.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
All right. So on episode 20, it ended off with such a bang. Our last girl came out, and she was like, you know what? Y'all can get a piece of me. So let's go ahead and take a look at Dorian's journey.
Spots on your stain on your little dress.
I was in the back drunk, so whatever.
Oh yeah, you feel me?
It's fine. It's a $300 dress.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
It's the $300 dress. My bad. I got a little makeup on it.
And I popped my balloon because you came out a little aggressive. You feel me? I like femininity. I'm not saying you not feminine, but your demeanor, maybe it's the liquor. You feel me? But
no. I just don't think I would like to be out on a nice dinner date or skydiving with somebody that wears pearls. So I don't like the pants. I'm going to be honest. I think that since you're light skinned, you should have wore something a little bit more, less olive.
Less olive. I thought she was going to say sage.
Okay, so Dorian, let's start off with the first thing that's been going all around the internet, the $300 dress.
Yeah, if you know me, I love cocktail dresses. My favorite place to shop is House of CB, O'Poly, any UK brand. They're in a frenzy because I said the dress was $300 and they're getting it for $17.99, which is okay. It's nothing wrong with that, but yeah.
So yours was
$300
from House of CB, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I put it on Instagram. It got almost 3 million views now. Because they were so obsessed with the dress, because I look good in it.
Yeah, and it's a beautiful dress. Beautiful dress.
It was just a lip liner, pencil drop. Imagine just dropping a lip liner on your dress like that, just to die.
I didn't even see the stain.
Exactly, he was delusional. That part.
Okay, and now there was a part, I think it was when you were talking to the second guy, Ryan, sorry, when you were talking to Ryan, and he started saying a statement about how you had an unwelcoming demeanor, and you said, we all know why. Why? If you want to explain that.
So I'm not gonna say too much. I'm gonna tiptoe around my words with that because I do have a nice job. But if you look at Ryan's YouTube, you look at his pictures on his Instagram, you look at his exes, Ryan just looks like he brings green bean casserole to the barbecue. And that's exactly what I meant when I said that. Shout out to Ryan. I seen your YouTube video. I seen what you said about you want to figure out where I'm from and how my parents are. They're great people. They raised me to stand up for myself.
That part.
Okay. So now, were you shocked that all the guys were like, yeah, we agree, you came out aggressive?
No, I wasn't shocked.
Okay.
I was raised by men, so I understand what they were saying. I mean, I'm for a certain type of person. I'm for a certain type of man. I feel like their reasons weren't as straightforward as they could have been. Like, I thought it was an open dialogue. I wanted them to get in a little bit more of a detail of why they didn't like me besides me being aggressive and assertive. They really wanted to call me ghetto, honestly.
Ain't nothing wrong from being from the ghetto.
It's not. It's like I really learned on social media.
I'm from
just
the ghetto.
You feel me? So I really learned. It's crazy how they just, the way my cadence, how they just automatically, oh, she's ghetto, she's ratchet. When you can do both. You can be both. You can be corporate. You can be from the hood. They just didn't know how to handle me, but we don't come from the same place, and I respect them, and I respect how they feel. So I don't expect them type of men to understand me. They not my type.
So after you guys watched Dorian's segment, I know that whole lineup of guys, they were like, yes, when the last guy was like, yeah, I feel like you're coming off aggressive. Did any of you guys get that impression as well?
No, not at all.
That she was coming off
She was
aggressive.
being real, man. That's what
She
I
was
felt.
being
I thought she was being real.
I think what
Let's hear from
the
Chanel.
ball dropped for her was when she was like, I was in the back drunk. Like that right there. You know?
I agree.
And took it and ran with it, right?
I gave them, you guys are totally right. I literally had 2 shots. Come on, all my friends we turned. So I be teed a little bit, but I literally wasn't drunk. I was nervous. It was my first time on a big platform, and it was a lot of different men. So I was nervous. That was my best answer at the time. I was not drunk, y'all.
Okay. That's good.
Are you drunk now?
No, I'm not drunk. I should have brought a bottle of Don Julio and got drunk. I had the same amount of drinks today that I had on the show that day, and this is how I am. And they was just scared a little bit.
Yeah, I kind of think they was too. I didn't really think that nothing you said was wrong.
Thank you.
I think you really express yourself well.
Gracias.
I think they just want like. I just think they like a lighter, like a more lesser woman who likes to speak more, less
Yeah.
or whatever. You know what I mean? And I know
Yeah.
you're not that type. You very outspoken.
Yeah.
When I watched
I like an open dialogue with my man. Like, I want to joke, I want to laugh, I want to really if we don't speak and we don't talk and I just got to be soft-spoken all the time, then we'll never really get to know each other when we're mad, happy, sad, rich, broke. Like, that's childish to me. So they weren't for me and I wasn't for them, and then hopefully I'll find somebody that, appreciate that.
Okay.
I thought that shit
And James,
was
I think
hilarious.
did you want to just
Well, I
add
was just
something?
going to say, I think it came across aggressive because your voice carries. Like, it sounds like you yelling, but you're not. Like, you calm, but your voice carries. Does that make sense?
You have a strong presence, so
Yeah.
that's is what it is.
I agree with what he's saying. Strong presence, voice, yelling is crazy. I think they just said that because the way I talk, the way I act, I'm very energetic, I'm outgoing. So that's your opinion, but I don't think I was yelling. I was talking in the same voice.
People say that you're yelling when you disagree with them, and everything the guy said, you disagree with them, and you gave them another reason why you felt differently, and they
were
don't like that
gaslighting
either.
me for sure.
Cool. Okay, well, y'all, that is the end of this reunion.
Hey.
I do thank all of you for, giving your input, and all of you guys for being transparent, so open. Like, it takes a lot to come out here and do what you guys did, from going on Pop the Balloon and also coming on here and also doing follow-ups.
Yeah.
Like, not a lot of people are able to do what you guys did, so, let's give it up for yourselves.
Girl, thanks.
Honestly. Thank you, everyone, for tuning into the Season 2 reunion of Pop the Balloon or Find Love with me, Arlette Amuli. We do thank you all for all of the support you've given us through this entire season, and we do hope to catch you all Season 3, Episode 1, coming real soon before you even know it.
And before you go, I just wanted to take this moment to say happy birthday to my baby. Today's his birthday.
Happy birthday!
Thank you.
Happy birthday, Mike.
If y'all could just help me
birthday.
wish him a happy birthday, we're going to sing to him.
Okay, all right.
3, 2, 1.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear baby. Happy birthday to you. And that's a wrap.
And
We'll
many
catch you all
more.
next time. Make some noise, y'all.